The drive-through sim series is back. After a 2-month winter break, racing action has returned to the drive-through sim series circuit from beautiful Darlington, South Carolina, with these fantastic looking throwbacks already starting out for the pre-qualifying session. Thank you so much to Quarantine for the resub, 6 months. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. With me in the booth, fan favorite Jacob Hits. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
The rain has finally cleared. These beautiful paint schemes are finally out on track, and lap times are being set. Kingster Cole, oh my lord, $20 super chat. Jesus hell. Thank you so much. I'm glad you guys are as excited as I am about the Sim series finally coming back, and in beautiful throwback fashion as well. I'm gonna have to count how many cars are in this race. I believe we have 6 spots available. Kingster, thank you so much for the energy. MVP already. Thank you so much. Everyone in the chat, I'm so happy to be back. I really am. And what a race to come back to. The final round of the regular season. 2 spots are basically being fought over in the Chaseoffs for a chance to fight for the Drive-Thru Sim Series Season 2 title. But first, some of these guys got to make it into the race. The top 6 from this pre-qualifying session will make their way into the main qualifying session when we're going to have all 42 cars around the track at once. So, currently sitting on top of the board, JR Preston plays YT in that gorgeous number 1. What a beautiful throwback that is. The Dumont in replacement of DuPont, currently sitting... Well, he just got knocked down the top of the board by Carter Friesen in the 33. Ed Soundhead having a pretty good run as well. He's sitting in 3rd place, looking to make his way into his first Sim Series start.
I didn't think I would ever hear those words.
Yeah, he hasn't done it yet, but 3rd on the board with the 28.9 is not too shabby. But Luke Rainey just went up to 2nd place, as expected. The 33, the 2, and the 47... Let's say those 3 cars, we would be surprised if they don't make it into the show. Emmett Lashbrook moved his way up into 3rd place with a 28.864. Draft may be having some effect, as it looks like he got a bunch of that from the number 52 of Winty, currently down in 11th. So the top 6 from this session making it into the event, and the other 8 are going home early. Throwback or not, they might not make the show. And it's currently looking that way for the 88 of Hoodlum 2002 with a 29.4 at the bottom of the board.
Big dick energy.
It's pretty close together in terms of times, but it's still...
we got more energy. Sloppy Joe with 199. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Welcome to the show, pal. Sorry for cutting you off there, Jacob. What's up?
Well, these lap times are relatively close together. It's Hoodlum actually just gained, I don't know, almost half a second there on that last lap. Puts him up into 9th, so he's still not good enough to make it, as Emmett Lashbrook jumps up with a 28.7. But these lap times are relatively close together. It's about half a second between the first place car and the last place car. So it's going to be tight trying to get in.
5 minutes left in the session. We've got a few drivers coming in for tires. It looked like the 08 of Emmett Lashbrook and Orioles in the 24 going to come in and make some adjustments maybe and get back out on track, try and set another quick lap before the end of this quick little pre-qualifying session. So currently, Pantallica in the 46 is on the cutoff, on the bubble, sitting up there in 6th place.
This is both of the PT Motorsports cars in the top 6 in transfer spots.
I don't know if they've ever qualified both cars.
I was going to say this is definitely a first.
But Jans is down in 10th. I would expect him to do a little bit better. He might be able to set a decent lap here right behind Luke Rainey. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that car jumping up, unless once again he's struggling for speed, because there's been a couple of tracks where he was just disappointingly slow. He just had a 29.0. That is definitely not good enough to make the show. Hoodlum with that decent lap. He's actually tied with Winty. They're both on the outside looking in Just 0.003 of a second slower than Pantallica. And it could make the difference. Less than 4 minutes left here in the session. Well, Ed Soundhead he's attempted to qualify. I think 3 events so far, split between the 40 and the 46. But this is the first time we've actually seen a decent performance. Sitting in 4th place right now. It is looking good for Soundhead Entertainment.
Yeah, it really is. Even though that car's not really a throwback, it's still be nice to see that car into the field.
That always seems to happen at Darlington, doesn't it? I feel like it's
There's
done in
always
NASCAR, where the one guy without the throwback is the guy doing well.
Yeah, there's always that one bum that doesn't have a throwback.
But there are some guys that do have throwbacks, and they are looking good.
And it's probably because they didn't think they had a shot in making the field.
That's honestly a fair point. But I mean, Sabretooth in the 66 is at the bottom of the board. He's got one of the coolest throwbacks, but boy, the 29.184 is not really helping him out.
Yeah, same thing with Orioles there in the 24. He's down in 13th, another 29.1. His scheme's good, but so far the car underneath it, not so much.
One of 2 Jeff Gordon Flame schemes in this session alone.
Yeah. And they're split. J.R. Preston Place sits in 5th. He's in the show right now.
Cody Lupton Gaming. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Hope you're enjoying the show. We still got a lot to get through. After this, we're going to have the main qualifying session. 10 minutes, all 42 cars on track. Lap times, set the order. But for now, only the top 6 make it in. Fiasco, what? $19? What?
Excuse me?
Oh, Fiasco donated Canadian dollar. Oopsie whoopsie.
Huh?
You bum. You're not allowed to complain about not having a steering wheel if you're spending all your money on this terrible content. But also, I love you. Thank you. And Shane Miller, thanks for the YouTube sub. Welcome on in, pal. Glad you guys are enjoying this. It's a big ol' oopsie whoopsie. I'm sorry, Fiasco. But also, thank you. Thanks for the shout out to Fiasco over on Twitch, Tropical. You'll love to see it. So I'm in Lashbrook. 28.754, still at the top of the board. And Pantallica might actually squeak into this session.
Yeah, Pan ran just a little bit more of a faster lap. And actually, Winty and Hoodlum are tied for 7th, both with the 28.912.
0.003 of a second, right?
Yeah, and Pan sits with a
no,
28.8.
13. I can count. Sorry.
Yeah, wow. Whew.
Welcome back to the Sim Series, everybody. We still don't know how to count, but we're trying our darndest, and I hope you're enjoying the show.
Nothing's changed. Absolutely nothing.
Less than 1 minute left in the session. Once the timer hits 0, drivers will have a chance to complete their final lap and maybe advance their positions, but it's not looking good for the 47 of Janza.
Yeah, this is really just a disappointment more than anything. They're in the chase-off, right? They have a win?
I have to fact check you on that one. It's been a while. No, they're not.
I was going to say, they're not. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have a win. He's come very, very close. 2 top 5s. He's 27th in the points. So he's had a few rough goings here later on in the regular season, and it's not looking like a chase-off spot for him. It's Carter Friesen who has locked himself in.
Yeah. We're at the end of the session, and Luke Rainey's locked himself in, which is why he's here for some dumb reason.
Yeah.
But whatever.
He's going to be starting at the bottom of the chase-off standings.
Yeah, so pretty much he has to win every round
yeah,
to make it.
Session is complete. As the timer ticks down, the top 6 who are going to be making it into this race: Emmett Lashbrook in the 08, Carter Friesen, Luke Rainey, Ed Soundhead for the very first time qualifies his way into a Sim Series race. Jared Preston Plays YT and Pantallica, both PTM cars, have made the show for the first time ever.
Have you ever?
No, never. The 40 and the 46 have... I mean, if one of them was quick, the other one was slow. And usually it was both of them who were slow. Yeah. But today they've got the speed to do it. And they will both be making it into the main event. So, we're going to get the full qualifying session going here in just a minute once we add everyone to the roster. And I'll export this. No, I don't need to export it. So, your drivers advancing. Unsurprisingly, Emmett Lashbrook in the 08. He's had a pretty good season. Not locked into the Chaseoffs or anything, but as far as a non-chartered car goes, definitely one of the best.
Yeah, he's been kind of hit or miss all year, but it just the consistency is starting to build with that team. I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe, I don't know, get better equipment or something. Get him out of this.
Oh, the 3 didn't show up. I biffed the counting. Because the 3 didn't show up, Hoodlum makes it in. Because NASCAR Lover 201
died.
Left running and the whole team fell apart. There's some weird season break stuff I completely forgot about, and that's one.
I forgot about that. So Hoodlum does make it.
Hoodlum does make it.
Cool.
Because of the whole DEI fallout explosion. If you're interested in all of the off-track drama, please join the Discord. Because
I was going to say don't be, but that works too.
there's some interesting stuff there.
Yeah, there's enough stuff in there that it could like sell as a New York Times bestseller. It's ridiculous.
We need a SimSeries drive to survive, honestly. So congratulations on Hoodlum on making it in, which means that Winty missed the show by 1,000th of a second.
Not even, they tied.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A damn tie.
So Hoodlum's gonna make it. For the first time in a little while. Obviously very excited about that. Hey, I'm just saying, I would love a drive to survive on this Sim series. That would be great. Okay. With the full roster, 10 minutes, all 42 cars on track, lap times set, the starting grid for a 147 lap event. Should be a fun time. Let's get them on track. Some more Darlington Throwback show coming at you. Finally, in the Drive-Thru Sim series. Thank y'all for being here. We got a ton of people watching. You love to see it. You really do. Glad you guys are here, enjoying the show, and I can't wait for this race to get going. And not only that, we're going to take a look at the points before the race starts. We're going to set the chase-off grid and get the latter half of this season underway. Cars on track already. Some boys are heading out here pretty early. You see the 92 of Ryan Johnston. First car heading out with that Jimmy Johnson Busch Series throwback. Looks great, honestly. Really cool.
It really does.
Got the correct number and everything. What else we got here? NJC making his 4th start, I believe.
That has to be one of the best.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That brings back so many memories of the Busch Series diecast.
2004.
2004. I believe mine was Kenseth, but
mine was as well. McSpookboy in the 6, running yet another one of those UPS throwbacks. Boy, there's a lot of work that went into that one. If you know, you know. This was, I think, a 3-hour plus paint scheme, but my God, it looks great. The 8 KHP, also some beautiful, definitely not Miller. Number 8, the gold wheels and everything looks awesome. Savage Toy Show with the test car throwback still looks cool.
I was gonna say, you saw the 83 there that didn't have any throwback on. What a
Yep.
bum.
Well, I mean, technically it's a throwback, right? Because it's like a 2015 Matt DiBenedetto car or something.
Yeah, if that's what we're calling throwbacks, then I retire.
One of the drivers threw it back to his own paint scheme from the previous Sim Series season, so yeah.
Who did that? I thought Pure had a throwback. What the?
Yeah, this is his throwback.
Pure.
He repainted the car from last season. That's the throwback.
Pure. You're a bum. You're fired. Get out. you don't deserve this anymore. You don't deserve it.
But they're, oh man, look at them all, dude. Oh, they're coming out on track. These gorgeous throwbacks. You love to see it. There's that one again.
I was gonna say there's one of the many Jeff Gordons.
We got a lot of Jeff Gordons. We got a lot of Hendrick fun in general out here on track today.
Yeah.
What Incarnation in the 95 with the Hudson Hornet throwback. Certainly
that
interesting
car
sight.
is really cool.
I really like it, honestly. It's pretty unique.
Yeah.
And he's looking to he has to do well in that car because If he doesn't, he won't be making the Chaseoffs in his championship defending year.
Well, right now he's sitting 15th. He's about 4/10 off of KHP, who sits on pole right now. Check that. Make that 5/10 off. Anderson Reed's at the top of the board. Now he's 20th.
Well, it's still
Not looking
early
good for
on.
Carnation.
These guys are getting warmed up. This track's going to get real busy. But early on, it's Anderson Reed, Mark Silas, and KHP at the top of the board, but it's getting a little bit busy on track. Mark Silas, one of the quicker cars, getting past Pantallica. Definitely one of the slower cars, side by side with his teammate in qualifying. Savage Toy Show to the top.
Yeah, 28.5. It's faster than what we saw in pre-qualifying.
A great lap from Savage Toy Show. Hunter B also 28.6. He's going to be up into second place.
And Carnation's up to 5th. And he
Oh.
just got faster to stay in 5th. Jeez. Another 28.6. So, fight's still alive in that 95 camp.
Richard Herman also doing well. He just moved to the top of the board. 28.549. What a lap.
9 1,000ths faster than Savage.
Herman in the 53, widely regarded as one of the best Sim Series drivers to never win a race. He's come so close so many times. Starting from the front, I think, would be the easiest way to do it. But Savage
Yeah,
Toy
and
Show
there
just
goes
got even
Savage.
faster. 28.516.
Jeez.
Nico-san, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Welcome in. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are subscribed on Twitch or a $5 patron or higher, you can get access to live timing and scoring as the race goes on. You'll have the full scoreboard, all the drivers, all the laps, speed, their last lap, pit stops, everything, all the cool information. I think it's pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of it. But if not, you can always take a look at the wonderful scrolling ticker on the top of the screen. Carnation's getting a little bit hungry. Boy, that 46 is not looking fast. I feel like every once in a while we look over and he's getting past. Pantallica's currently sitting down at 40th place.
40th, yeah, and Ed Soundhead 37th.
Well,
Not
they
looking very
made the
promising
show
for them.
that much was
Oh, no, wait
impressive.
a second. Emmett Lashbrook was the fastest car in pre-qualifying. He's dead last by more than 3/10.
Is he stuck in traffic or what? What's going on with the 08?
What in the world?
It's behind the 15 of DSGaming. He should definitely be faster than a 29.3. I mean, he's 3/10 behind the slowest car.
Yeah, and DSGaming sits 13th right now. So it's not like he's stuck behind a slower car. He's the weakest link.
Oh, there we go. 28.9. So he's moving up a little bit.
28.9. So now he's in like 37th. Actually, no, he's 41st.
All right, well, at least he's not 3/10 behind the rest of the field.
Yeah, Priya is last. What?
Not a good run so far from the 41.
She's the only one left that's running 29-second laps. And that updated. So she's 41st. Fireball's 42nd.
Cody gifted a sub. What? To Jack Hayes. You'll love to see it. Thanks so much, Cody. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. And gifting a sub. What a legend. Damn.
Okay, so what Incarnation's back in 18th again. He hasn't been
We've
able to
had a lot
improve
of these guys
that lap time.
climbing up the board. Anderson Reed is in third. Chase the Coyote up into fourth. Then DNP in fifth.
DNP.
He had a great performance
Yeah,
here
Michael
last year.
Deitch up there in 9th. The AFK Master in 10th.
Aiden McCrow. What? Aiden McCrow in the 16, making
the fill-in.
his first start in the Sim Series. It's his first session in the Sim Series. Filling in for Brad Flynn in the 16 is an 11th with a 28.651. That is a damn fast lap in a damn beautiful car. A great run so far from young Aiden McCrow. I feel like DSGaming and Xander M are just inseparable. Like, no matter where they are on track, they're always together. Currently sitting 13 and 14. These are the guys we saw battle for the lead in both of the Pennsylvania races. One in front of the other. And also battling for the championship standings as well, I think. No, Chase the Cody just barely splits them. We'll take a look at the championship situation before the race starts, just so you know who to keep an eye on. And who's got a shot at maybe making it into the Chaseoffs? These are not real players. These are all... Yeah, okay. I gotta write a little explainer for the Sim series because it's an interactive show where viewers can choose their drivers and their off-track actions, but on-track is all one beautiful, timeless, seamless, simulation with fantastic commentary and great action, as always. So just a minute and a half left in the qualifying session. Savage Toy Show still sitting at the top of the board with Richard Herman in second, then Anderson Reed, Chase the Cody, DNP10, Hunter B, and Mark Silas. Asteroid Strike 9, Michael Deitch, and to AFK Master round out the top 10, and we've got a few guys coming in for some more tires. Looks like the 39 of Trace Ryder was one of them. David Alvarez in the 11, not having a good day. He is down in 37th. So, PTM is not looking fantastic. Wow, yeah, really not looking fantastic. Apart from Deitch in 9th, they're currently sitting 37th, 38th, and 39th. All within the 28.8 range. These are not paid actors. And these are not paid painters either. Pantallica painted a bunch of these, including this gorgeous number 11. You love to see it. Just 30 seconds left in the session, and it's looking pretty damn good for Savage Toy Show in that number 60. See if we can find him on track for the end of the session. That Hendrick Throwback special paint scheme is working out great for him. You see Midlife struggling, losing some track position. He's on the top side. And what I've learned through a little bit of practice here is you do not want to be on the top side at Darlington. As we all know, it is a one groove track. And, oh boy, especially late in the going, I think we're going to see some conga line action and drivers getting put to the high side and shuffled way back. So checkered flag in the air for the end of qualifying. It'll be time to set the order. Not a good run for Priya down in 42nd. JR Preston plays YT, 41st. And of course, all of PTM down at the bottom. Although Pantallica himself moved up to 33rd, so he did recover something out of it. But the 60, the 53, the 12, the 7, starting at the top of the board. Real quick, before we start setting the order, we're going to take a look at what the point situation is like and what we're going to be looking for here in the final race. So most of these drivers are already locked in just based off of wins, but currently sitting just above the cut line, Richard Herman in the 53 and What Incarnation in the 95. On the outside looking in will be 16th Mark Silas, and then Savage Toy Show and to AFK Master. So look out for the 22, the 60, and the 02. They're on the outside, just barely looking into the Chaseoffs, while Herman and Carnation could lose their spots to fight for the Sim Series title. Cody, I'm excited to see those, by the way. So, with that, we're going to take one of them quick 5-minute breaks when we go ahead and set all of the order. So we're going to do a quick little export here. And then I'll drag a bunch of things around. Thanks for being here and hanging out with us. We're going to get this race going in about 5 to 6 minutes time. So we're going to fake ourselves a little qualifying session and save it. And now we're going to just manually set everyone in order. Usually this is the part where Jacob talks a bunch, but he's not here. I'm sure it must be very important. So we're going to open up our handy little save game editor here and do a little bit of this. as long as I can find the export that I just made. So, Savage Toy Show starting at the top. What's Cody's scheme? He doesn't have a throwback. He didn't sign up for one. He's just running the same scheme that he did in the All-Star race, which is the white CodyHGaming car. Savage, Herman, Reed. Then it's Chase. And DNP. And Hunter B. I'm glad you guys are here, by the way, but if you do need to get a water break or a washroom break or some sort of break of sorts, now's your chance. Treat this as a commercial break. In fact, actually, I could throw commercials on, but I'm not going to. Boy, what a good run for Aiden McCrow. 11th. In his first ever qualifying session. Against all these seasoned drivers, some of whom have done now like more than 2.5 seasons of Sim Series racing. Good run. Great run, honestly. It was one of the first sim race events. It's been a while. We took a couple months off. We were painting a lot. Trying to get all these throwback designs in before the race. And we did. And here we are. And I'm really excited for whatever's about to happen here, because we had an amazing event last year. There's something about the Sim series. Every single race. There's something crazy, some sort of curveball thrown to you at the end if it's not insane enough. The Sim series always puts on a good show. I will guarantee it. With these beautiful throwbacks, we're gonna have some great racing that also looks awesome. Plus, we're setting the order for the Chaseoffs in points. We're capping off the regular season. And I think there's only 6 points separating Xander M and Chase the Cody at the top of the standings. So there's a good fight here for the regular season championship and whoever's going to start the Chaseoffs with the most points. Those of you who don't know the Chaseoff format, it's sort of a mixed 2006, 2014 sort of situation. Where their standings in the season determine how many points they start with. And then the top 4 in points in the Chaseoffs heading into the final race will battle it out at Homestead. And whoever the top finisher of those 4 is, that's the champion. So no rounds, no winning you're in the Chaseoffs themselves. Some drivers want to get here, that's okay. But once you're in the Chaseoffs, you got to be consistent. You can't just win a race and sit back. Welcome back, Jacob.
Thank you.
All right, almost done going through the order here. Just a few cars to go. Then we will begin the fanfare and the wonderful throwback music again to get this final race of the regular season underway. I think they ought to do the final race of the regular season at Darlington. Real talk.
Good luck with that.
No, okay.
Good luck with that.
I'm busy doing it at Daytona. Okay, the order is set. Let's get on the track, shall we? 147 laps under the lights. one of the most famous racetracks in the world. One of the oldest too. We're going to accelerate our way through the happy hour and get ready for the command. But first, as is throwback tradition.
A quick word from Duracell. Oh, wait.
Nope. A quick word from your fantastic throwback theme music. All right. We'll be racing in... Actually, if I'm really smart, I would time this to do
Drivers'
something like
cars.
this. Yep, drivers' cars. All right. 2 minutes, and we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be racing. We'll be green flag going. Hello, music. I pressed the play button. There we go.
Don't you just love it? Why can't I get rid of these things? The other 2 midnight do this crap.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Settle in, relax, take a deep breath. It's a long, hard race. Gotta pace yourself.
And the field paces out of the pits 1 lap until we go green. Finally, for some more Sim Series racing coming to you from Darlington, South Carolina. Commentary here from me, myself, drive through. Along with me, Jacob Hits, once again, for the show.
Yeah.
147 laps under the lights.
Dude, I'm excited for this.
Oh boy.
Like, it's been a while since we've had the Sim series, but it's been a while since I've been excited to call the Sim series because typically I would have 5 other things going on that I need to worry about. I don't have that problem. So let's go. Let's bring it. I love it.
The crowd is on their feet. Thank you so much for coming out with us here tonight to watch some fantastic racing action. Savage Toy Show on the pole. Richard Herman on the outside. Pace Van pulls into the pits. The field paces out of turn 4 and wind them out because they're hitting the gas. The green flag is in the air and we are going racing here at Darlington Raceway. Great start from Savage Toy Show. Wow.
Ooh, smoked him.
Good jump off the line. You see Anderson Reed on the inside. We got 3 Dodges at the front and then a couple of Toyotas behind them. And already you can see the top side suffering. This field very, very tight together through the first couple of corners. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a couple of guys in the wall getting their very first Darlington stripes on the very first lap here at Darlington. Anderson Reed to the inside for the lead.
Well, we did see the outside line work in 3 and 4, but Anderson Reed just kind of threw it into turn 3, made the pass. Nice job for him.
Clear by a couple of car lengths over Savage Toy Show. That beautiful Carl Edwards throwback in the lead. Within the 53 of Richard Herman, he's all over the back bumper Savage Toy Show, going down to the inside on the backstretch.
That nice little Casey Kane throwback. He's got the Truex throwback behind him and DNP. They're just moving Savage out of the way. He's going to be freight trained for a little while, I think.
He's got a good exit out of the corner, though. I think DNP had to get out of the gas to keep it off his corner, and he might suffer because the 77 of Hunter B and the 22 of Mark Silas right behind him.
Yeah, there's just not enough room for them to get underneath once they're into the corner. You have to start to make them down on the straightaway. Otherwise, you're just going to kill both of your chances at winning if you try and make a move going into a corner really, really late. It just won't work here.
You see most of the field already starting to string out early on here. But here comes Hunter B in that Alan Kulwicki throwback, the number 77 to the inside for 4th place.
Yeah. There he goes. Oh, man, Mark Silas got really close.
DNP had to get way out of the gas. He might lose some more because here comes the 57 of Michael Deitch on the bottom and the 15 of DTSS right behind him.
Well, we'll have to see what DNP can do here in 3 and 4. If he can hold the momentum up at the top of the racetrack, he might get a little bit of a run. Maybe just stay alongside the 15 for right now. But he's
like
definitely going
to clear the 15.
Yep, there he goes.
So good defense there. And Anderson Reed's lost the lead. Herman's gotten past him, and so has Savage. These three dodges at the front going at it.
Yeah, that was the pass in turn 1, too. Anderson Reed led that last lap.
So in just a blink of an eye, he's lost 2 different spots. And it looks like the 22 and the 77 have been pretty much almost locked bumpers around here. And they're some of the fastest cars on track right now. They're catching the leaders.
Yeah.
Who might be battling here is Savage Toy Show having a little peek underneath Herman's bumper.
He got close, just couldn't get underneath there, and I think he just didn't quite have the run coming up off the corner to try and pull up alongside, and there goes DNP slipping farther and farther back. Oh boy.
It looked like he'd survived the high lane, at least for a little bit, but I think he got moved back up there, and he's going backwards, but he did clear the 91. Looks
and
like outside
championship implications? Carnation 26th.
Ooh, Carnation needs a good run.
He is way back there. Pan has passed him. Emmett Lashbrook is right behind him. It's not looking good.
Oh, he's stuck on the high side.
Oh, and he's got Carter right behind him.
He's got nowhere to go. He's going to be going
in.
backwards for a while.
Yeah, now he's got NJC in front of him. Now Carnation
might be a gap he can get in here.
The huge one here.
Well, we've seen it before, Darlington.
Oh,
boy,
Carter almost caused it.
It is tight back here.
He's gone.
It is crazy tight back here. As Mech goes to the back now.
Carter pulled a little bit of a dirty move there on Carnation. He was able to get to the bottom, and Carnation is still stuck on the outside. I'm sure there are going to be some words post-race, since one's locked in, and the other one very well could be on the outside looking in after tonight.
And he's still going backwards. Boy, oh boy.
He's going to be at the end of the field. He's going to be in last spot.
That is not what you want to see, as the reigning champion who hasn't won a race this season is in trouble of not making the chase-offs. And now he's just boxed in. He's stuck behind the rookie NJC and Austin Ripp on the inside. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, he's right now in 40th spot.
Oh, 41st. Boy. There's 42nd.
And 42nd. Well, we got a little bit of a run on the high side there, but still 41st. Not what you want to see. Especially when you got a guy like Richard Herman who's not locked in. He's leading the darn thing.
And Richard Herman, one of the drivers, him and Carnation, in danger of missing out on the chase-offs, having a great run so far.
This is exactly what that 53 team needed, was for them to be out front and to stay out front. And they're going to need lead laps. They're going to probably really need to win this race to officially lock themselves in. Any place that isn't the lead for them and Carnation right now should be really walking on eggshells, because they are not locked in unless they're leading when the checker flag flies here.
They got to do better than Mark Silas and Savage, who, if you've taken a look, they're both within the top 5. So
yeah, that's a problem for Carnation right
there. Big problem for Carnation. All the drivers he's racing against to get one of those 2 spots in the chase-offs are all within the top 5, and Mark Silas wants even more here.
But with Herman leaning right now, he's actually hurting Silas and Toy Show because that means that they're fighting for one spot instead of possibly fighting for two if they can get Herman to fall back enough.
And Savage Toy Show is 8 points behind Silas, so right now it won't be enough, but here comes DTSS. The 15's getting aggressive. He's going to take a spot from Silas. So will the 6 of McSpookboy.
Whew, that was really close. DS got right up to his quarter panel. Hit him.
And a bad exit from the 22. DS is on the move. Here he goes for the 77 of Hunter B. He's going to try and make it 2 cars and 2 sets of corners, and he does.
And McSpookboy is just going to follow right with him, although Hunter gets the better run on the outside.
Hunter's going to be able to slot in behind the 15 in 5th place. And the top 3, these 3 Dodges, all on different teams, have all been near the front. I think the top 3 every single lap so far. Just shuffled around a little bit. But
they've been the top 3. They qualified in the top 3. So these guys have been on fire so far. It's just been all about the Dodges. Plus you've got McSpookboy, who's sitting in 6th. There's another Dodge. And then you've got a pack of Dodges back in, like, 20th. But looking pretty good out front for Herman. Oh, geez.
Mark Silas losing more spots. He needs these. As of right now, he won't make the Chaseoffs.
Yeah, this is going to help Savage more than anything.
And this is going to help out AFK as well. He's 10 points behind Silas going into this thing. If he outscores Silas and outscores Savage, to AFK Master could make it into the Chaseoffs and maybe prove Team Owners and or M correct with all these crazy charter swaps he's done so far this season.
And he may not even have to finish ahead of Savage if Herman doesn't win and Herman falls back enough. As Savage takes 2nd. Actually, no. Savage takes 2nd. Herman fell to 3rd.
Reed to the lead. Him and Savage Toy Show both got past Richard Herman. So we're seeing another one of these swaps at the front where these 3 Dodges, whoever's in front goes to the back and the other 2 pass him. But Anderson Reed under pressure here from Savage Toy Show. Maybe the same manufacturer, but the last race of the regular season, and all is on the line for 2 of these drivers. So now, oh my goodness, with Savage ahead of Herman, he could make it in.
Yeah, I don't know how close that gap is between those 2, but one thing that would really help Savage is if he could lead some laps, because that would help build a little bit of an insurance policy over the AFK Master and over Mark Silas.
But here comes Herman to the inside for 2nd. Savage is going to lose a lot of time. He had a really bad entry.
Back up.
And Herman's got to run. He's going to the inside for the lead.
We'll see if Anderson Reed can get the better run on the high side here in 3 and 4.
Anderson Reed running almost right on the wall.
About even in the center of the corner. Looks like Reed's going to have the run on.
A great exit. Great defense there from the number 12 Anderson Reed, running right along the wall and pulling away.
And now Herman's got pressure from behind because that run did not work. He lost a little bit of time, and they are right on his quarter panel.
This is a game of momentum, and DTSS has had a lot of it. Here he goes to the inside of Savage Toy Show for 3rd place. That 15 has climbed his way up through the field.
And he might have a shot here clearing the 60. 60 might get a little bit of a run up off the corner, but it's not going to be enough.
DTSS is already guaranteed a spot in the Chaseoffs. But the more of these he picks off, the better chance he has at taking the regular season title and starting the Chaseoffs at the front. He's currently sitting about 25 points behind Xander M. 35 points behind Xander M. for the lead. If he does better than Xander and Chase, he could win the regular season. We've seen it get decided at Darlington last season. I wouldn't be surprised if it got decided here again this season. And DTSS is on a tear. Look at the top 5. Nobody is able to drive away. And now McSpookboy's up in this group. 1 Ford and 4 Dodges.
And here goes DS to the inside of Herman.
Through 3 and 4 again.
Though, Herman might get the better run. He's going to at least stay even and actually clear Savage Toy Show, but DS will take over 2nd.
Boy, that 15 has got the lead on his mind. We have seen him... Where did he even start? I think it was...
He started... What am I looking for here? DS. He started 13th.
Yeah, it was outside the top 10 for sure.
But Anderson Reed Started 12th? Huh?
Hey, I don't know if you're looking
What?
at this correctly.
I wasn't. I was looking at actual qualifying and not practice. Here we go. So DS started 13th.
Yeah, okay. DS did start 13th.
But
Anderson Reed started third.
started third. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oopsie
Well-
poopsie. All right.
Reed has led the most laps, I think, so far today.
Actually, he's tied with Herman, I think. Where are they at
Oh,
right
there you
now?
go. Yeah. Yeah, they're tied
So
right
he'll-
now. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, so he'll pass him here at this lap. And Herman has the fastest lap of the race so far, 28.507.
Silas is losing more spots.
Oh man,
It's Cody and
He's
it's
just
Sander.
getting eaten up. So he's now outside of the top 10. He's back in 13th spot.
And that will definitely not be enough to make the chase-offs.
Yeah. Especially
At
with
this point.
with the people in front of him. Savage, you got the AFK Master, who's up into 7th right now. And, of course, Herman in 3rd. That doesn't help anybody in that case, but...
DS
looking
Gaming to the inside for the lead.
Oh, baby, here we go.
We knew it was going to happen.
And Anderson Reed is going to fall all the way to 5th. I doubt he's going to hang on to 4th, although Savage kind of got a little sideways there.
They were
Might
so
actually
tight
slide into
together
4th.
for a couple of laps. I'm amazed. Jaren S, thanks for the Twitch follow. Appreciate it. And the top two are still really close together as Herman has followed
Yeah.
DS Gaming
Well,
into second place.
Savage almost got into Anderson Reed there coming through turn 2. So I think Savage had to lift just a little bit, and it caused them to lose time to DS. But right now, I think they're just focused on gathering that momentum back up and trying to catch these two.
These 5 cars starting to pull away from the rest of the group. You see Asteroid Strike 9 and AFK Master starting to fall back a little bit, as well as Hunter B, Julio Caesar, and Rusty Brassard.
Yeah.
First time we talked about
It's-
that 55 today. He's climbing his way up.
It's the wrong Carnation Motorsports car to be running up there, but sure enough, there he is. And Carnation sits back in 38th spot right now.
Oh boy, it is not looking
12
good for Carnation at all.
12 seconds behind the leaders, and he's only got one car that's within really striking distance right now, and it's Ed Soundhead, who's about a 10th in front of him, so it's not looking good.
Take a look at the back here. NJC has had some trouble.
Yeah, he lost the pack here. I don't know what that's about, but he's more than 3 seconds behind the guys in last place.
Oh, he got in the wall. Yep.
Oh, yeah, he did.
NJC, the rookie, has earned his Darlington stripe. Boy,
And
the right
Carnation
side of that car
did.
is beat up.
Carnation got by Soundhead. He's now back in 41st. Soundhead is. Carnation's in 37th, but he's got about half a second to catch up to Pantallica.
Well, that will definitely explain why NJC is so far back. The right
Yeah,
side
really.
of that car is he's got a lot of stripes. That car's
Yeah,
gotten in
he-
there pretty good.
You know, either he had one stripe that was about knocked the wall down, or a couple of stripes. There goes Herman to the back.
5th
Not past for
place.
second.
Look at this lineup. 4 Dodges in a row. All from different teams, and all in the
Yeah.
hunt for DS Gaming. Who's,
I was going to say, and then there's a
Getting
Ford
the
out
lead.
front leading the race.
I mean, he passed all 4 of them. 4 of them were
Yeah.
together. DS just snuck his way through, and out to the lead he goes by almost half a second over second place. AFK Master has made his way into 6th, but they are 2 seconds behind the next car. You can see the gap there on the straightaway.
Yeah, and they're still losing time. They're back to 3 seconds now. As there goes McSpook Boy. He drops to the back.
He's going to get a run off the corner. Might be able to get in front of Herman. That will cost them a little bit of time, though. The more these guys battle, the more they fight with each other and have to lift off in the corners. You can see them starting to spread out. It could give the 0-2 and the 98 the opportunity to catch up.
Yeah, but it also helps the 15 pull away, because then he doesn't have to worry about pressure from behind when they're all battling each other for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, etc. He can kind of get the eyes off the mirror and get him out to the windshield in front of him and just focus on driving that thing.
McSpook Boy to the bottom. He wants to get past Savage Toy Show.
There he goes. Ooh, they get so close to almost making contact going into the corner. Herman's going to look.
Oh, he had to lift off to keep off of the 60. The 60 had to lift to keep it off of the wall. Boy, they're getting
And-
close.
I think Herman might be able to clear him here getting into 3. Yep. There he goes. He's got it.
So half a second, DS Gaming has the lead. We got a caution. Oh, big wreck!
Oh, holy.
The 18, the 1, the 97, the 11. Carnation's out. That's it.
Oh,
championship hopes are over.
Pack it up, boys. Doc
This
is
was
dead.
huge. I can't believe how many cars were just taken out.
That was big. J.R. Preston plays looks like he got drilled by multiple ends. Like front, back, side, just destroyed. He must have gone upside down or something.
Oh, it was the
Holy.
one. It was the one, and Carter
It
freezing.
started with Preston. Oh, Carter just turned dead right.
Boy. Going into turn 1, the 33 of Carter freezing just gets into him.
Actually,
Maybe
I
he got a
think
shove
gets
from
hooked.
Jake.
Yeah, I think Carter got hooked up into.
Oh, and he comes
into
down the
Jake,
track.
into
Oh
Preston.
my goodness. Oh boy, that's a lot
Who
of
was
cars
that?
getting
That
through
was
there.
Hoodlum.
Oh, Ed Soundhead gets through on the wall. So does NJC.
Hoodlum just absolutely ended J.R. Preston Play's career.
Well,
That's the
look
hardest
at
hit
all
I've ever
these
seen.
cars.
That is the hardest hit that I have seen at this racetrack because these guys are flying here.
Well, he's holding the brakes. He's trying to stay on the top. These guys are getting on the apron and it shoves them back up the track. This whole line of cars just has nowhere to go. Oh boy, and that just
Gosh, and then he gets hit from behind by DNP, who had nowhere to go. Nation had no.
and then the 97 and the 11 come in and oh my goodness.
Yeah. That is awful. That
might
is
be
not
one of the
what
hardest
Nation
wrecks.
did, but
Oh
that's
boy.
definitely the hardest wreck I've seen, even compared to Daytona.
I don't know. Compared to
4 wheels up off the ground. I know he didn't get upside down. But
Drayden Zen
that's-
at Talladega has to be the hardest, but this is up there. Some of these guys got insanely lucky.
I don't know
Rollo
how Pan missed it.
and Pan
Travis
both squeezed through.
Pan, he got hit. He got
He got
hit
a
in
little
the
bit of
door.
damage. Midlife got involved in it. Ben Pye as well. They have a bit of damage.
Yep.
Michael Deitch. We're going to go on board here with Michael Deitch. This might be some of the best wreck avoidance we've ever
Michael
seen.
Deitch started 9th. He must have fallen back like 20 spots. Right now it shows him in 17th. But
Sees the wreck in front of him. There's smoke all over the place. Oh, boy.
Oh.
He gets
He's gonna
through
need
on
a
the
new driving
bottom.
suit.
Ed Soundhead gets through on the
with Ed.
top side. Oh,
I hope
my
Ed,
goodness.
I hope
Oh,
Ed's not wearing
that
a
gap
driver's
almost
suit.
closed.
Oh my God.
With Ben Pye coming up the track.
Lord.
Wow.
That has down. Ooh. But yeah, Carnation's toast. He's
Yeah.
out.
No.
Mech, David, Midlife, Hoodlum, Preston, DNP, Carnation, all out.
Wow. That's a lot of
All
names.
of them are out.
My
And
goodness.
it looks like everybody came onto pit road.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Julio Caesar 6th. DNP lost like 6 spots. He's now 7th. He came in as the leader. And he's now in
DNP?
7th spot. DS, sorry.
DS lost a bunch of spots. Hold on. We're looking at this now. DS coming into the pits.
DS lost 6 spots on pit road.
Yeah, it was just a long stop. It was just a long stop from DS Gaming. Unless these guys took 2 tires, did they?
Nope.
No, they took 4. DS Gaming. Bad job in the pits from the 15 team. He's going to lose a bunch of spots.
Yep.
So down from the lead to 7th. So Anderson Reed is going to retake the lead. McSpookboy up in a second. It's the same pack of 4 Dodges at the front. Then we got 4 Fords in a row. Could be looking good for
Emmett
AFK
Lashbrook.
Master. Emmett Lashbrook had a good
Emmett-
stop.
I was going to say, where did he come from? He started back in 37th. And he's in 9th.
Did they take 2? They must have taken 2. There's no way. For Emmett Lashbrook?
Well, unless he made up a lot of spots. Mostly because of that wreck, too.
I think they took right sides only. No, they did. They took 4
No,
tires.
they took 4.
That was just
I
one
think-
hell of a stop.
I think that and the fact that he was able to pass so many cars on the racetrack, plus the wreck.
Yeah.
Because that wreck was kind of towards the end of the 20s there, so he could have gained some more spots that way. But
So Carnation's out.
Carnation
sure.
is out.
No
He
chance.
finishes 36th. He is the highest finisher out of everybody that retired from that wreck.
Unless Herman, Silas, Savage, and AFK all wreck out. Carnation's out.
And they have to wreck like now.
Yeah. Wow.
because most of them have led laps. So that doesn't help Carnation, who started like 20th and just plummeted.
So for lap 37 of 147, just over 110 to go. Green flag in the air again. Anderson Reed in the lead. But we're all single file, and boy, oh boy, these drivers are hungry.
DS did not get a good start back there.
He did not. He's
Big
fallen
gap.
back over Julio
There's a
here.
big gap there between him and Julio, and he's got Xander M right on his back bumper.
That could help him. He might be able to get a run out of here. But Emmett Lashbrook looking to the inside of Xander M.
Yeah, he got some help there from Rusty Broussard in that 55, and here
Spook
comes...
boy to the outside. Savage on the bottom.
Yeah, I think Savage went to the bottom there, but it might work out for McSpookboy for now. I don't know. If they stay side by side in turn one, this could get tricky.
Yep, there they go.
And bye-bye McSpookboy.
He
That
could
got
lose a lot of
very
spots.
close.
DS is on the outside as well. Rusty Broussard got under him. So did Asteroid Strike. And now Hunter, Cody, hello, everybody.
Yeah, he's going to get freight trained, and McSpookboy is probably going to see a similar fate, although there's a gap here on the bottom. See if he can slide into line here.
Might be able to do it in front of Julio.
I don't know. Julio has help on the bottom with him at Lashbrook, and Lashbrook's going to stick it in there.
Even if Julio wanted to let Spookboy in, I don't think he could. The 08, the 01, the 55, they were all right on his bumper.
Right on his bumper.
Anderson Reed out front. It's these three yet again. The 12, the 60, the 53.
We've seen this movie before. And now Julio's stuck in that outside line.
And these
The
three are
AFK Master
damn
got
quick.
past him. The AFK Master is sitting in fourth, and here comes Herman.
Herman to the inside of Savage clears him midway through the corner.
Not even close. I don't even think he lifted there.
Great run from the 53. He might have some momentum here to bring the fight to Anderson Reed. No one else has led laps. It's been the 12 or the 53 all day long.
DS.
You're right, DS is
Even though
Never mind.
DS is back in 18th right now, but he led laps.
18th.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God, he's still on the
is
outside.
still on the outside.
Mark
And
Silas
he's
as
not getting
well.
down anytime soon. That's
Spookboy lost a bunch. Spookboy's gone way back. He doesn't need it. He's already locked in the chase-offs. Silas needs it.
Yeah. DNP or DS doesn't really need it, even though he's fighting for the #1 spot in the chase-offs.
Yeah, as of right now, I think it'll be Xander M.
Yeah, he's up in the top 10.
Because
Mostly because of that pit stop.
the points lead is between Xander M and Chase the Coyote. They came into this race 6 points apart. Chase is a little bit further down now. Whoa, boy, here comes Emmett Lashbrook.
Woo-hoo!
And AFK is going to lose a lot of spots.
Again, Emmett started 37th, and he's here running inside the top 5.
Boy, they got race pace dialed in.
Incredible.
The three
remember,
amigos
he
still at
led.
the front here.
He led pre-qualifying, and then
Yeah.
qualified 37th. It's really hit or miss. He needs to get a chartered ride for next year, and I think he'll be better off. As here
Herman
goes
at the
Herman
bottom
for
for
the
the
lead.
lead.
He's got it.
Savage follows him.
Savage takes second, and Emmett is right there. He caught up to these guys in a hurry.
He might have a look here at Anderson Reed coming to turn 1. He had to get off the gas because he just got to the 12 right at the exit of the corner. Couldn't get that run.
Yeah,
Stays in line in
even,
4th.
even if he didn't lift, I think Reed would have gotten the better run there coming out of 4. Just because the outside line seems to work just a little bit better in 3 and 4 than it does in 1 and 2 for sure. But now Emmett's just going to blow right by him.
Yeah, he got there in turn 1, and that's actually going to cost Anderson a lot of time. Here comes the 42 and the 0-1.
Whew, but you saw the 42 had to lift a little bit. And now Xander M's right on his back bumper.
Savage Toy Show all over the back bumper, the 53. With how much time the 60 spent at the front, I'm amazed he hasn't led a single lap yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if that changes here. He's got a good run on the 53. Is he going to take a look into 1? No, he won't.
No, Rusty Broussard's looking back there, though, and he almost got into Xander M. That could have...
That's a couple of spots lost for points leader Xander M, but it won't be too bad. And here comes Emmett.
Because Chase Coyote's still back in 17th right now. And the
Lashbrook on
AFK
a
Master's in
charge.
18th.
Oh, he lost a lot. He got stuck on the top for a while.
And DTSGaming has plateaued in 21st.
Oh, boy. A fall from grace, all because of that pit stop.
Yeah. And NJC, now that he's gotten his car repaired, he's actually made some passes. He's ahead of Ben Pine, Trace Ryder for last on the grid.
Lashbrook trying again for second place. Savage Toy Show defended him once. I don't know if you'll be able to do
Savage
it again.
Savage will probably get the better run here on the high side. They may stop for turn 1, but you just get such a better run on the outside than you do when you're side by side like that. But this is where we could see things get interesting, especially when they're really tight together going into turn 1, trying to make passes, because the guy on the inside moves up just a little bit, tries to take the air off the car. And that's what we saw that last wreck happen, is just guys get too close together. One guy moves, somebody gets hooked, and there they go.
And Savage Toy Show losing a handful of positions. Looks like Julio Cesar also falling back. Most of this pack has stayed pretty close together. We see this big single file of cars. As
Tell you what,
Johnston, Hungary, he's going to the inside at 77 of Chase the Coyote.
how do IMU started 25th? He's up into the top 10. Where did he come from? He's been irrelevant this whole race. And here he is inside the top 10.
And right behind Savage Toy Show.
Yeah.
Well, it's not easy to miss that bright blue Carl Long throwback. It really is beautiful. That color is
Especially when he's
fantastic.
surrounded by 2 gray cars.
Yeah.
2 cars that blend in with the pavement.
At least one of them has yellow numbers. The other one is, I mean, there's no color on it at all.
That's a spotter's nightmare. That's what that is. And up front, Emmett Lashbrook going for the lead. Anderson Reed's going to follow him. We'll see if Herman can get the run on the top of the track. And it looks like it doesn't matter. Emmett Lashbrook to the front.
Great
Just
run
able to
from
clear him.
0-8. Yeah, that whole
And Anderson
pack.
Reed. Oh man, I thought they almost.
Oh,
made
we got a car in the
contact.
wall.
They did.
Xander M. Yep.
Xander M did get hooked. They got really close together there.
There's another Darlington stripe.
Oh, and Savage was in the wall there too, coming off of 2. I think they were the ones that made contact back there. If we can go back and get a replay.
I think it's going to cost both of them a lot here.
Because
See, Savage gets to the inside.
and he gets
Oh, he
hooked
just-
right there.
I think
No,
Xander just
maybe
got
he
off.
didn't get hooked.
I think he just got punted. Let's go on board here with the number 60 of Savage Toy Show.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a punt.
Yeah, I don't think Hallow IMU ever got into him. He
Well-
just flat out dumped him.
Yeah, I think Savage just got off the gas too late.
Well, no, he forgot to turn, because if you look, he gets sideways there before he gets to the center of the corner. Like he had to turn 2 months because he realized it was corner otherwise. I don't know what that was about.
Look who's behind him now.
No Punterino, please.
Xander M's got the right side of the car caved in. I wouldn't be surprised if he's lost some speed.
Yeah, he's probably going to lose a couple of spots. If it's anything like what happened to the 30 early, definitely going to drop.
I think Julio Cesar might have gotten the wall here. He's stuck on the outside. Is his deck lid popped up a little bit? It looks like it is. That's new damage.
Possible.
Maybe. Or he might have been...
I don't know when that... I was gonna say, when that camera angle went by, it looked like the right side was okay. Maybe just a slight touch, but this is where things get interesting. Goodness gracious.
Oh boy, Xander M's still stuck on the outside, and there goes Chase the Coyote. So that right there was the pass for the points lead. Chase the Coyote in the 7 will take it if he finishes just in front of the 0-1.
And right now, it's certainly possible, but that 7 has to keep the nose clean. As Anderson Reed's going to lose a couple spots here from 3rd. And Carr's trying to pass him through 3 and 4, including Rusty Broussard.
Looks like he managed to get the run off the corner. He's going to stay in 3rd for now.
Yeah, he got
Rusty
a huge
Broussard
run.
has...
I think Rusty might have lifted there, too, because that was a huge gap that they had coming off 4.
Well, he's got a mirror full of Asteroid in the 98, and then Hello, and then Johnston. The 92's also had a great run.
How about Emmett Lashbrook? He's pulled away by almost 0.4 of a second.
I mean, we knew that car was fast. He climbed from the bottom of the field. We got a battle for second here. Anderson Reed to the inside of the 53 again.
Oh, here we go.
Boy, these two have been going back and forth all day long, but this time...
Rusty's going to get there.
That's going to cost Herman a lot.
Get there. Yep, he's going to fall all the way to the back.
Here comes the 98, the 85, the 92. That's 3 more spots.
They stacked up there a little bit on the bottom. I think Herman might be able to get out in front and maybe clear the 98 coming up off the corner. Or the 85.
It looks like he's able to do it. Good defense there from Herman.
Yeah. He just got the better run on the outside of turn 4. That's one thing that helps save. Is if they get a good enough run of coming up off the corner and there's room underneath, they're able to clear the car on the bottom.
Great damage control. Look at Rusty Broussard.
Yeah. If only this was Carnation's car.
Well, it's his car, just not the one that he's driving. Rusty
yeah.
Broussard up into 3rd place now. And much like Lashbrook, he just slowly and carefully just weaved his way up through the pack.
Yeah, Broussard started back at 16th.
And looks like he's pulled Asteroid along with him. Meanwhile, let's take a look at the back of the pack here. Mark Silas has a lot of damage on both sides of the car.
Oh my.
He might have
When
been
did that
squeezed in the
happen?
wall. Benpai's got some front end, but that was from the first accident.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben Pine's been back there the whole time. But Silas is new. I didn't notice Silas far.
Let's take a look here and see if we can find where this happened. It looks like he's got damage on both sides, so I think he might have gotten squeezed up in the wall. Looks like that's what happened. It's Trace
Maybe.
Ryder. Oh, gets into him.
Trace just punts him.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and Trace bounced off the wall, but hang on to it.
Oh, Pantallica. Boy, this field did a good job of keeping it off of them.
Well, and Trace Ryder once again is going to be back in like 20,000th place.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty far back there already. Kind of worked his way up through the pit stop. And
That was just ambitious from Trace. He just missed his turn in and then got tight, got into the 22.
It's almost like what happened with Savage, because I don't think Pure ever got into the back of it.
Yeah, and
it
there's
was
the
just
rest of the
pure
field
error.
avoiding them. Boy, Pantallica came close. They were going too wide in that corner, and it was not looking good.
Yeah. So his
And,
light flashed before his eyes right there.
That's a lot of damage to Mark Silas's car. That's definitely going to cost him some time for sure. And
Yeah, that's not looking good for the championship for him.
Mark Silas fighting to get into the chase-offs.
Soon he's going to be fighting to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, this is not looking good for him at all. This is great for Savage and Herman. Mark Silas was at the front at the start of this race. He started near the front, but it's been a rough time.
And he was a top 10 car for that early part of the run, and then on that last restart, just lost a ton of spots. Richard Herman's fallen back. He's back in 5th. That's like the lowest he's been all day.
Savage is down to 10th.
Yeah, and he got Chase the Coyote right behind him there.
So, Savage, as of right now, I think would make it in. Where's AFK?
AFK
went
is
way
back
back.
in 17th.
Yeah. So because of AFK's struggles and Silas's struggles, this could be what Savage needs to make it into the chase-offs for the 2nd season in a row.
Yeah, that's big. That's big for that 60 team. Especially since he won Daytona. He finished 2nd at Daytona.
Yeah,
That's
Benpai
right.
won Daytona.
Because Benpai won, in that thrilling photo finish.
I can't wait to go back to Daytona. I think we're there.
Isn't that the next race?
Yeah, we're there not next week, but the week after.
2 weeks, yeah. Good.
That's going to be fun.
I like 2 weeks. That's what I like to hear.
Ryan Johnston to the inside of Asteroid Strike for 4th place. The 92's on the move, and it looks like Asteroid might lose another to Herman, but he's going to catch him on the outside of the turn. See if he can get a push from McSpookboy. Won't be enough. But McSpookboy now is his teammate behind him, number 85 of Hello I'm You, looking to make a pass here on KHP. We're talking so much about how Rusty Broussard made his way up through the field, and here comes Johnston. He's past him. I'm at Lashbrook out front, but Anderson Reed over the past few laps has closed in a couple tenths. Not
Just
really
a
letting
little bit,
Lashbrook get
but-
away.
Lashbrook's still hanging in there. I think Reed's got a better 3 and 4, and Lashbrook's got a better 1 and 2. So we'll have to see what can balance that out. Another caution would be big, since we're getting close to having the longest green flag run of the day.
I love seeing a top 10 of throwbacks, by the way. This is fantastic. I love this. We got Michael Waltrip leading Carl Edwards with Jimmy Johnson trying to fight him. Daryl Waltrip, Ron Bouchard. We got Casey Kane, Carl Long, Bobby Allison, Casey Mears.
Or Casey Mears, or Dave Blaney, or
and then David Reagan. And I guess this is technically Jimmy?
A Hendrick test car. I don't know if you want to call it Jimmy or Jeff.
We'll call it Jimmy,
Mark or Dale or. So
well, it's Jimmy or
Part
Jeff
2.
because of the fun. Another Jimmy. And then we got these bums.
Yeah, they don't count. They sacrifice all points by not running a throwback this week.
So Johnston up into second.
Reed just fell to third, yeah. While we
And
were
he's-
going through pains.
He's closing in on the 08. Reed is suffering.
I was going to say, Reed's falling back again. He just got passed by asteroid strike there, and now everybody, because he had a con behind. Dun, 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 dun,
There's a lot of cars in a
just
line.
fall into the back.
Oh
I
boy.
might have a shot here. If he gets a good enough run here coming up off the corner, might be able to get in front of KHP because there was a gap. I think they're just going to stay side by side, and Reed's going to continue to lose spots here in turn one. Whew, as long as they don't die, and there goes Savage. He loses spots.
So of the big three from the start of this race, the three amigos, they are all falling back. There's only one in the top 5, and just barely.
Yeah.
Anderson Reed is going to go down to 12th.
Yeah, so much for that all throwback top 10. Huh?
Or 13th, rather. Well, it was nice while it lasted. I'm glad we had a chance to go through it.
Yep, well, it'll never happen again.
Well, we're going to have a battle for the lead
Brian
here.
Johnston, yeah, he has definitely closed that gap.
I think he might have been saving his stuff early on, because that 92 might be one of the fast, if not the fastest car on track right now. Closed into the leader. Now all he has to do is make the move for the lead.
Yeah, he was about a 10th faster that last time by.
We're
We'll see where he is here.
getting
As
close.
Herman's getting past. Herman's getting past for 5th.
Oh, and that's going to be a lot of
And
spots.
6th, and 7th, and 8th.
9th, maybe even 10th.
Yeah, at least 9th. See what he can do heading into 3 here.
Well,
Probably 10th.
the three amigos are back together again.
Yeah, they're just back in 11th, 12th, 13th.
Instead of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Just add a 10. Oy vey.
Chase the Cody having a look at KHP here. That'll be for 6th place.
And he just couldn't cut the car down and to get in front of Cody. Oh,
Yep,
no,
that'll be a couple more.
And he'll probably lose that spot to Pure here, depending on what happens here in 3. Johnston's just right there. It's so difficult to pass, especially when you don't have... It's going to be really difficult for Johnston to try and make the pass.
Oh, definitely. Without giving him a bumper or... I think turn 1's the place to do it.
Yeah. That's definitely what we've seen. If you try and do it in 3, the outside line still has a... Do it. If you do it in 1, it's game over pretty much for that outside line.
He's going to have to set up Lashbrook pretty much a lap ahead.
Yeah.
But let's see if he can do it this time. Got a bit of a run on the 08. He'll be able to suck up the draft in the front stretch. Not enough. He's not going to make a lunge. Emmett Lashbrook now has led the most laps so far tonight, as he just passed Anderson Reed. I'll be interested to see when these guys do have to come into the pits again, as we are approaching the halfway point in this Throwback 250. And what a show it's been so far. We have, oh my goodness, we have 7 retirements from that first caution flag. And since then, there's been a lot of passing, a lot of action, and a lot of, oh boy, here comes Chase the Cowdy. A lot of changing in who could make it into the Chaseoffs.
Yeah, a lot of championship implications for sure.
Oh yeah, there you go. So right now it's Herman and Savage Toy Show looking good.
There goes Hallow to 3rd. And MX Spookboy might actually lose some time back there.
But keep in mind, if Emmett Lashbrook wins this race, he's in.
Yeah, and that would put Savage out.
Yeah.
Because then Herman would get 16th.
I don't think, is Johnston in? Johnston's not in either. So if either of these guys win the race, they make it in, and Savage won't.
I believe this is what you call a nightmare situation for Savage.
Well, Savage is oh, he's got to make up 30 points on Herman, so it's not looking good.
Yeah, like he had everything line up right. Everybody that was fighting for that 16th spot has crashed or had a bad run, and now he's got 2 guys in front, 2 guys first and second that potentially could win the race and make it in, kicking him out.
And look at this gap they have. Almost 2 full seconds over Hello I'm You in 3rd place and then Chase the Coyote. So the 92 and the 08 are pulling away as Johnston's having a peak, maybe running just half a lane lower than the 08 through 1 and 2. Hasn't made the move for the lead yet, but he could just be biding his time. I mean, whatever they're doing right now, they are damn fast. But they are closing in on Mark Silas, the lap car. As it looks like the 8 and the 55, both of our gold cars on the outside, losing some spots. What is fuel run? That's a good question. Let's find out.
It'll be 1 to go this time.
Fuel run will be 70 laps, and they pitted on lap
30-something, so they'll make it to lap
30-something.
100.
Yeah. So, getting pretty soon. I mean, the pit window's open. If they pit now, they will be able to make it to the end of the race under green.
Yeah.
So anywhere between now and around lap 100, we'll be seeing some green flag pit stops, and oh boy, we know how much fun those things are here at Darlington. Hello, I'm You, losing a handful of spots as it looks like Chase the Coyote got past him. Up into 3rd place goes that number 7. Currently looking to take the regular season title. As Xander Emmon 01 got put in the wall and has been struggling since then. He's down in this 2nd group. And AFK and DS are down there with him. But the damage, number 22
lap traffic.
of
Here
Mark
we go.
Silas, he was in the front. He started at the front. He was racing at the front. Got
Cue
moved
the
back.
circus music.
Got put in the
Turn
wall.
3.
Oh boy, he's gonna hold up the leaders here a little bit.
Yeah, and they've got a 2-second lead over Hallow.
Well, he wants to stay on the lead lap.
Check that. Chase the Coyotes in 2nd now. Hallow fell to
3rd,
7th.
yeah.
Yeah, 3rd, you're right.
And Lashbrook now. I was gonna say, gonna put Silas in his place.
Straight there.
And that
Move.
might be the end of Mark Silas's Chaseoffs fight. It looks like,
Yeah, unless
he gets a
everybody
lap
else
back, gets the
field
car fixed.
crashes.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot, and it's not
Yeah.
looking good for the 22 right now.
And that means depending on when you get a caution, he's going to be restarting on the inside line, which is going to be a pain for those guys up at the front.
Oh boy.
Because remember, there is no lucky dog in the Sim series.
We got some of these damaged cars riding around the back here. Austin, Ripp, Ben Pye, NJC, Carter, and Trace, who have each put someone in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Net Soundhead, who got some damage, just barely avoiding that huge wreck early on.
Yeah.
AFK lost a bunch more spots.
My goodness. And Luke Graney's back there.
As DS pointed out, he's got an eye on the live timing and scoring.
And Luke Graney right now, I don't see him making it out of the first round.
There's no rounds, sir.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's no rounds this
But he's going to be at a big points deficit, and he has to do
He's gonna
really
need to-
well.
He's going to need to win about half of the playoff races to make it.
And they're
there
pitting the
comes Silas.
22. I wouldn't be surprised. Now that he's off the lead lap, you might as well just try and make it to the
Yeah.
end.
Now he's going to fall more laps down. Without a doubt. He'll at least lose... He'll at least lose another.
Lap and a half. Maybe 2.
Yeah. Depends on how long it takes for them to fix the damage. So we're over halfway.
Pit window is open. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of these hungry guys, especially those that could possibly win and get in, maybe try and go for a big ol' undercut. But you might see the rest of the field reacting to it.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm thinking when one person pits, everybody's going to go with him.
Obviously, Mark Silas doesn't count. He was damaged in a lap down.
Yeah.
But they figured they might as well fix the damage and get to the end. Look
just
at this
gotta hope-
gap.
Just got to hope that nobody bins it coming onto pit road because that would be a big problem.
Oh, for sure. If we got a yellow flag halfway through the pit cycle, everything everyone is fighting for is out the window. But it looks like the field is staying pretty clean, pretty straightforward now. As these tires are getting old, it's getting harder and harder to make moves. As we can see, the 22 of the three amigos are still together. I can't believe it. Mark Silas will come out of the pits, I believe, 2 laps down, but could lose another one pretty soon. Depending on how well they fix that car, how off pace he still is. Johnston is still sitting behind Lashbrook for now. I think he knows he has the speed to pass him, but right now they're 3 seconds and pulling away from Chase the Coyote and now Pure in 3rd and 4th. This looks like Asteroid Strike lost that spot. Might lose another.
Boy. Whoa, right underneath Asteroid. And KHB's just going to stick it in there and get underneath him, too.
Well, when I look away and when I said he wasn't going to do it, Ryan Johnston did it. Let's go take a look at the move for the lead. I feel like we've missed every single pass for the lead.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, that's the place to do it. He just had a good enough run. It came into turn 1. Say, oh, we got some smoke here.
Yeah, I think somebody else got some contact going into 1.
It was Chris.
Oh, Chris.
Oh, and Aiden McCrow, the rookie. Again, it's coming into turn 1. Such a tough spot. Oh, they get hooked together.
Oh.
That's pretty big damage to the 16.
Pretty big damage to both those cars.
An impressive qualifying run from Aiden McCrow, but he's got both sides caved in.
Now that they hit the wall, I wonder if they're going to pit.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And that could start the landslide.
Aiden McCrow's in. As expected.
But I think that pass could be big for Ryan Johnston, but he needs to gap that 0-8 because one small mistake on pit road could be the difference between him coming out of pit road with the lead and him at Lashbrook blowing by him while he's on pit road, and he's going to have to try that move all over again. We saw how long it took for him to set that up.
Boy, that could have been a caution, too. Those guys got it going again. And it looks like Chris is still on track, but he didn't have anywhere near as much damage as McCrow. So they came and fixed that up and gassed him until the end. Lashbrook still has that draft, though. He's holding on.
Yeah.
Just a quarter of a second separates them. But we know that 92 is just faster.
And they cross the line, they'll have 56 laps to go.
Mathematics. Hold on.
Well, sometimes the ticker can get behind, and I wanted to make sure that I'm right, so.
Chase the Coyote looking to take the regular season title, and he will if he does finish as well as he is right now, up in a 3rd place.
Yeah, he just has to beat Sander M, who's back in 14th, so I think he's okay where he's at.
And DS, but DS is way down in 18th, so... Sander M, boy, if he didn't get put in the wall and get that damage, I feel like he would be way up there.
Yeah.
And DS Gaming, if they didn't have that bad pit stop.
Yeah, well, that and if he didn't get choo-choo trained up on the outside line on that restart, because he fell all the way back outside the top 20.
3 amigos still together, you love to see it.
Yeah. Not as tight as they were earlier, but they're still together, nonetheless. Yeah.
So once again, looking at the chase-off picture, if the 92 wins it, he will guarantee himself a spot in the chase-offs. Herman is looking pretty good, but Savage Toy Show is on the outside. I mean, if the 92 or the 08 win, Savage Toy Show will not make the chase-offs. Neither will to AFK Master or Fireball. Silas is pretty much out. He's a couple laps down, and One Incarnation out of the race at this point is out for sure.
Yeah, and Fireball's actually moved up a lot. He started dead last, and he's up to 18th right now. And that's the first time in a while I've seen the number. So,
well, he just lost a bunch of spots because he got on the outside.
Oh, okay, cool. Well.
So he lost to the 2, the 02. Here comes Priya McShane in the 41. And our teammate Jake behind her.
See you later. Back outside the top 20 you go. Wasn't meant to be this year.
DS is going to lose a few more spots as Thick Daddy in the 74 gets past him. Making, I think, his first start. No, second start in the Sim Series this season. Not including, of course, the Bud Shootout.
Sure, I'll believe you. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. I could be making that crap up for all I care. Sounds right to me.
Someone in chat will fact check me. Cyclone, I'm glad you
Where's
enjoyed
Nick?
the live points, the live standing. It's such a cool new dimension to the Sim series. When you can follow along live what everyone's doing, like everyone's lap times, their pit stops, how many laps they've led. It's fantastic. All of the gaps, all of the information, straight to you.
Emmett Lashbrook, I don't know how old this is, but he set the fastest lap. I'm assuming it was under that early part of the run since they're
with
all,
fresh tires. I think it was when he was catching the leaders.
because there's definitely a pretty big tire fall off since they're 2 seconds slower than they were when they started on new tires.
Still no takers from the leaders on pit road, but they will be coming down pretty soon.
Yeah, they're gonna be running out shortly here. Gotta come.
I think within 5 to 10 laps.
Only people that pitted were McCrow and Silas.
And we're going to have some lap cars here pretty soon. Both of the Red Bull throwbacks. The 84 and the 20.
That seems pretty appropriate for Red Bull.
And I think they both have damage from that first wreck.
Yeah, and we know NJC has damage because he hit the wall a ton.
Hi, Workman. So getting close to lap 100. Ryan Johnston starting to pull away very, very slowly from Emmett Lashbrook. And
49 to go here.
Pure's up into third place. He's gotten past Chase the Coyote.
Yeah, and he's kind of gapped himself really from that 7 because they were nose to tail for quite a while.
But they're still losing time to the leaders, almost 4 seconds back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're losing about a tenth a lap.
Hello, I'm you, KHPO1. Then it looks like Asteroid Strike losing a few spots because here comes CodyHGaming. And the lap car, Mark Silas, he's got fresh tires. He's going to be looking to pass some of these guys. And Xander M is coming to the pits.
There's a car on pit road.
So I think that's the first of... I don't think he was in the top 10, but one of the top half cars. It looks like 33, 39, 40 of Ed Soundhead. Here comes NJC.
Here comes the 30.
Take a look if any of the leaders start to come in because it's the guys at the back looking to get those undercuts. They're going to be starting to make those pit stops. But it looks like... I
wonder if some of those guys were pitting because of the damage they had.
Well, it makes sense. You might as well fix it and go faster later on, but I wouldn't be surprised if that starts dragging some of the leaders to come in.
Yeah, they've got to be close by this point. So I can't imagine they're staying out much longer.
Here we go. Leaders
go.
coming in. Ryan Johnston is coming in. Emmett Lashbrook is going to stay out.
He stays out.
Aggressive
Pure stays out.
strategy
Chase is
from
coming
92.
in. Hallow's coming in.
Yeah, Hello's coming in, as is the 8.
A bunch of them.
The 6, the 98, the 60, the 12, and the 53. Of course, the 3 Amigos pit at the same time. Julio stays out. Rolo comes in, as does the 77.
Oh, man, that got close.
That was McCrow on fresher tires trying to get back up through the pack. And it will be 4 tires and fuel. These drivers will be able to get to the end on this pit stop.
Yep. So,
but Emmett Lashbrook coming in a lap later.
Pure stays out.
So Pure is going to take the lead for now. He's going to want a caution within the next probably single lap.
I was going to say, he's going to want a caution right this minute.
It looks like Julio's going to stay out as well. So will Luke Rainey. And AFK.
If this works for Luke Rainey,
I'll be surprised.
You're going to be down to a one-man commentary booth.
So Ryan Johnston was your leader when he came in the pits. Back out on track, and we'll be interested to see where...
Still waiting for scoring.
Here comes Emmett Lashbrook. Oh, he's going to have some trouble coming out of the pits, though, because he's got the 20 of Ben Pye beside him. See if he tries to get...
Drag raced at the finish line.
No, he's going to let Ben Pye go.
Yeah, he lets him go. And there, I think that was Johnston that passed him right there.
Wow, look at the gap on those fresh tires.
Huge.
Lashbrook is going to lose a lot of time. It was an aggressive pit call from the 92.
Wow.
And boy, oh boy, it's paid out.
Yeah, he pitted first. But he was also one of the first cars. So pit road was not as busy of a place as it was when Lashbrook pitted, and there's Pure.
Yeah, these drivers should be pretty much hitting the end of their fuel now.
Yeah, that was everybody that stayed out.
Yeah, no one. I don't think we'll be able to stay out much longer. These drivers really did push these stints all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And Lashbrook still has to deal with the slow bend pie. It's going to cost him even more time as he goes for the pass here on the inside of turn 3 and 4.
I think he's got at least Trace Ryder to get past yet.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's got about a straightaway to get to the 92. He's got a long way to go.
So Rusty Broussard was shown as your leader.
Not anymore. There he goes.
Yeah, he has come in and out of the pits. So we'll see the gaps once they come back around. It's not looking good for the 0-8 of Emmett Lashbrook. Ryan Johnston has a huge lead, and they need it. If they win this race, they will lock themselves into the Chaseoffs in the last possible chance.
I'll tell you what, staying out, I think, was the worst idea. Pure was back in 7th. He lost 4 spots on pit road.
Oh, boy. 4.4 seconds between Ryan Johnston and Emmett Lashbrook.
But they're running identical laps right now. Last time by, 28.783 for Johnston, 28.781 for Lashbrook. They are very, very close, but they're 4 seconds apart. It's going to be tough for them to catch up when they're both running identical laps.
Ed Soundhood is in 16th. He had a bunch of damage. They pitted early.
There's got to be a scoring issue there or something. What?
No, it's because they pitted, I think, 20-some laps earlier than the rest of the field to fix the damage and get those fresh tires on. He's going to be slower than pretty much everyone else except maybe Carter because he's also damaged. But still a good decision, I would think.
Last time by, Lashbrook was about a 10th faster than Johnston.
Well, he's going to need to be a little bit faster than that. We've
Yeah,
got
now a little
40
less than
laps
that.
to go.
More like half a 10th that last time. But now he's also got to deal with the lap traffic in front of him.
AFK is a lap down.
Yeah, looks like it.
We got a
AFK's
number
back
of
in
drivers
30th.
going a lap down. Austin Ripp, Adam Crow, Ben Pye, Trace, and to AFK Master. They've all lost out, and it looks like Crispy Fried Racer might be next. Mark Silas now struggling. He's got older tires than everyone else, and well, actually, it looks like they cleaned that car up pretty good, given how ugly it was just dozens of laps ago.
For what it's worth. Tell you what, that lap traffic is not helping out Lashbrook, because Lashbrook was running faster laps than Johnston.
So we'll take a look at the gap across the line. There's the bright red number 92, and there is Emmett Lashbrook.
You got by Trace now. So if they can not completely burn those tires off, but at least try and close that gap in just a little bit.
Johnson's going to be dealing with traffic here as Crispy's trying to get past the 22.
This is not what you want to see out your windshield, as can guarantee it.
Looks like he cleared the 22 coming out of the corner, so that can't be too bad. But we'll take a look at the lap times once Emmett Lashbrook comes across the stripe. Pretty similar. 28.9 for Lashbrook, 29-1 for Johnston. So a few tenths, but not too bad. As Mark Silas is, yeah, he's just off pace.
Yeah, it's slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that damage, that really, really hurt his shot. I can't believe we've only had one caution this whole race.
It was a pretty big caution, though. Let's be honest.
And I don't think we're gonna see another one just because everyone's spread out at this point.
It's the Sim series. You never say never. I think we're going to see another one.
Well, it's possible, but they're running low on time here. We're coming up to 35 to go.
Ryan Johnson's going to put Chris a lap down. Clears him pretty well. And Chase the Coyote is closing in on Emmett Lashbrook. Ran a couple of tenths faster the last few laps. And Emmett Lashbrook, it looked like he'd done enough. He was in the lead. It was a win and you're in situation.
Chase is going fast to both of those guys, Lashbrook and Johnston. So Chase has to make up 5 seconds in 35 laps. But if we get a caution here, I would watch out for that 7 car. Because he gained 3 tenths on Johnston that last time by. Once he gets past Lashbrook, I think he'll be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, fastest car on track right now. This number 7.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can see the gap he's closing to Emmett Lashbrook in the 08.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, Emmett has to deal with the 22. Oh, no, that's going to be a lot of time.
Yep, he's there. He's going to be able to make the pass in turn 1.
Yeah, I think that's it. If he can get to the bottom before Lashbrook does, let's see what he does. No, Lashbrook will get down below the 22.
Oh, he almost punted him.
Well, I wouldn't be too happy either, having to get off the gas that much through 3 and 4 with a slow lap car. Probably just frustrated that his whole season has gone away here in one night. But Chase the Cody is right with him.
Yeah, he'll probably get him here going into 1.
Casey Mears and Michael Waltrip with each of their throwbacks. Won't be close enough to make a move, though.
I think he'd be more appropriate in this scenario if that was Boyer. Michael Waltrip is the worst driver in NASCAR, period.
Did AFK unlap himself? I think he did.
Yeah, looks like it. I think Johnston got held up by some lap traffic there because he set like a 29.4.
Oh boy.
So I don't know what that was about. And it might have been the AFK master passing him.
I think so, because it probably put him on the top side through turn 1.
Yeah, but he got a very nasty lap in there that did not help him. Now Chase is actually running the slower lap since he's stuck behind the 08. Maybe it's the dirty air coming off the car in front of him.
It's the effect of this new package. Had to say the P word. 4.3 seconds is the gap between first and second.
I think we're at 30 to go. Or coming to 30 to go here.
Yep.
So, running out of time.
30 laps to go for Ryan Johnston to make his way into the Chaseoffs. It could be done.
I put the second Savage Racing car in. Although it would knock a Savage Racing car out.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, so if Chase can find a way to win this, a second Savage Racing car won't be in. It'll just be Savage instead of Johnston.
Well, or if something happens to Herman. Herman's just got to keep it clean at this point. If he finishes, he's pretty much guaranteed a spot in the Chaseoffs. But
and Herman's sitting 11th. Savage is sitting at 12th. So
Herman just needs to run clean at this point.
Yeah,
it looks like he's got the space to do it.
Nobody gets killed in front of him.
He's got laps led too. Savage doesn't.
Yeah.
Herman's led a good number of laps, and that's going to help him out. So at the front, meanwhile, 4.2 seconds between leader Ryan Johnston and second place Emmett Lashbrook, and he's got a gaggle of lap traffic right in front of him, and they're battling each other too.
Yeah, this ought to be fun going into turn 1.
This is not what Ryan Johnston wants to see.
Not what you want to see when you're the leader.
Yeah, not at all. He's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, that 30 is slower than all of those cars there combined because of the damage that he has. So turn 3 is going to be an adventure right here. Zero T needs to pull out now. Yep, there he goes.
He had a good run at Daytona. He's had a good run at a couple different tracks. I don't think Johnston's ever won in the Sim Series. Who's going to get past NJC here? I mean, if there's anywhere or any way to get your first win, there's no better way than the last race of the regular season to lock yourself into the Chaseoffs.
Yeah, especially at Darlington. This is one tough racetrack.
And these are some tough racing he's got to do to get past these lappers. Currently beside Pantallica now. He's got past NJC, and it looks like AFK will be fast enough to keep pulling away.
Yeah.
But these aren't fast lap times.
No. It's 29.8 that last time by.
Remember, the gap was 4.3 seconds between the 92 and the 08.
These guys are also going to have to get through the same lap traffic plus Chris. So they've got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Yeah, that's true, as we're just about to cross the line here for 25 laps to go at Darlington.
Yep. Once they get through 3 and 4 here.
Ryan Johnston on a career run right now.
And he's been relatively consistent all year.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's had some great finishes.
I mean, he's had a couple of crappy finishes, but I think everybody has at some point or another here. He's done all right, and I hopefully that momentum continues into the Chaseoffs.
Yeah, third in the Daytona 250, a couple of top fives. He was one of the quickest cars early on, for sure, but season hasn't been incredibly kind to him. But it looks like they have that number 92 dialed in tonight.
Well, the 08 and the 7 got by Chris pretty easily. Got by him in a lap. The only problem is they're all running 29.4s right now.
Well, the gap was 4.3 seconds a few laps ago. With all that traffic that Johnston had to deal with, it's now down to 3.1. So they are catching him.
They're back to only getting him about a tenth a lap, which isn't going to work in this spot. And with slow cars side by side in front of Lashbrook and Chase the Coyote,
yeah,
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on my windshield.
Yeah, and Johnston has got pretty much clean sailing for a little while here.
DTSS is in 26th.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's been
Second
really
to
rough for that
last
15.
car on the lead lap.
Oh boy, here's a group of cars. My
This is a
goodness.
gaggle.
Carter Friesen, Xander M, Thick Daddy, Luke Rainey,
Just
Michael
don't wreck.
Deitch, DS.
Just don't wreck.
Now Ed
That's what Ryan
Soundhead here
Johnson's
too.
doing
My
right now.
goodness.
Just don't wreck.
So this is all the way from, what is this, 20th to
20th to
25th.
pretty much last on the lead lap. Yeah.
Oh boy, they're still battling these guys. Xander M's gonna lose a couple
this
here.
is not what Ryan Johnston wants to see out his.
Well, he's still got a little ways to go. He won't be focused on that just yet. Oh
If
boy.
he backs off too much though, then the other two will catch him.
Ashbrook just lost a
Right
bunch
now.
of time. He caught Pantallica
Pan is-
mid-corner.
Pan is doing his great roadblock impression right now.
Well, I don't know if there's much that Pan could have done differently. They just got up to him in the middle of the corner.
Pulled it off to the apron. Let him battle it out. Probably not programmed, but still.
They got the gap down to 2.8 seconds, but it's definitely going to fly up after that lap. A 29.9 from Emmett Lashbrook. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
But only a 29.8 for Johnston, so it wasn't.
Actually, that wasn't that bad.
Those weren't qualifying laps either. If anything, that hurt Chase the Coyote more than anything, because Lashbrook's able to pull away again.
He's going to get past NJC pretty easily here.
I don't know if Chase will though, just because of the run.
He's got him right at the corner exit.
He's just gonna sit on him here.
Well, this could be the break that Emmett needs.
Under 20 to go.
He's going to have to go pretty quick here, but we've got this group of lap cars.
Kind of
Plus-
split up a little bit.
Well, the 33 and the 40,
Plus
they
the-
pitted 20 laps earlier than everyone else.
Plus the 02 is kind of going to be able to divvy these guys up a little bit, maybe part the C's for the 92. So we'll have to see here. We'll see how urgent the 02 is to get by these guys. He may just sit there and cause chaos for the 92.
Add Soundhead up into 25th. Not
Yeah.
bad for a first run, especially taking the damage he did through that first wreck.
Yeah,
Might have a
really.
run here at Aiden McCrow, and he's going to go for it.
And he's going to get pushed by the
yeah.
AFK master.
AFK just wants to get up through this.
Yeah.
And McCrow, he's
And McCrow's going to lose everything and more.
yeah, he might be going 2 laps down here in a minute because here comes the 92 of Ryan Johnston.
But here comes the 08 too.
You can
That
see them
gap
both
has been
in the same
closest it's
shot
been For a
now.
while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
29.9
lap
from
times
Lashbrook, 30.0 for Johnston.
It's not even a tenth though. Lashbrook, he's got to dig deeper, find whatever's left in that car, and start pushing it now. And at this point, Johnston's going to lead the most laps, unless Lashbrook can get to him in the next 5.
15 laps to go for Ryan Johnston to make his way into the Chaseoffs, but he's going to have to deal with some lap traffic here. Oh boy.
Yeah, he's going to have to work for it, that's for sure.
Got under McCrow very easily, though. That's going to save him a bunch of time.
Yeah.
That 16's really
Well, that
slow.
helped because Carter got underneath him.
Yep.
If they would have stayed side by side there, that
McCrow's got left side damage. And Johnston's actually doing a pretty good job picking through here.
yeah, we'll see if Carter, how big of a run Carter can get coming up off the corner.
No, he's
None.
dropping back.
None whatsoever.
So for
And the gap
Lashbrook
is
and
back
Chase,
up to 3 seconds.
that won't be enough. Hello, I'm Muse in 5th place. He's got KHP behind him. CodyHGaming up into 7th. I think it's the best he's run all night.
And he's kind of been a sleeper in the back half of the top 10 for the most part.
McSpookboy,
Oh,
Asteroid
the
Strike,
three amigos got
Anderson
split up.
Reed. Oh no.
Rusty
Rusty
Broussard is
Broussard.
sitting between Reed, Toy Show, and Herman. That's a shame.
Herman's had some trouble here. I mean, Savage has passed him by a couple of spots. Looks like he's lost a few seconds, but he should still be able to make the chase-offs.
My guess is Herman went to make a move and Rusty just moved him out of the way or something. But
Cody asks who's in 22N place. That'll be Lugarini.
yep.
Oh boy, Johnson now has to deal with this traffic we were looking at earlier.
And they're side by side. Oh, he almost got that.
Oh, he
Could
got
have been-
past Soundhead and Silas pretty well.
Well, and again, he got lucky because Silas got past going in. Otherwise, that would have been a nightmare for him.
Yeah.
He's gotten lucky with this lap traffic here on these last couple laps.
0-8 and the 7
And these
still
guys
have
are
yet
only
to deal
getting
with
to the
this.
end of it.
Yeah. That's a number of cars between himself and second. I think that's 4 cars. Yep.
Jeez, look at this. Goodness.
There's still a lot of action on track, for sure.
Yeah, we just don't have enough cameras to
Yeah.
get all of it.
And we do keep watching the leaders and keep an eye on this gap, which is now up to 3 seconds. Biggest it's been in a little while.
It's been going back and forth between 3 seconds and just under, but
Ryan
I
Johnston.
think Johnston's got this. He's coming to 10 to go here.
Oh boy. The last thing he wants right now is a caution.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the Sim series. You never know.
Oh, he's kind of parked right now behind that 0-1.
I would watch out
So
for
we'll
some of
see
these
what
guys
he
in
can
turn
do.
1. We've seen how sketchy it gets. Some guys getting into each other's corners, putting people on the wall. And
But again, he's stuck behind that 0-1.
0-1's
But,
not
of course-
incredibly slow. It shouldn't be too bad. But he should be going to the inside
Yeah.
for turn 1 here, and he does.
I get so nervous every time they get really close.
Yeah,
Like
turn
that.
1 is definitely a trouble spot.
How they've only had one caution in that corner, I will never understand.
Lashbrook did
I
a
know
good job
they've-
getting past Silas, though.
I know they've wrecked 3 times in turn 1, but only once if they thrown.
Well, I would not be surprised if there's... I mean, if you hit that a little bit differently, it's so easy to get a car spinning and a caution out.
Yeah, and like that first caution, all you need to do is just get hooked, and you just lose control of the car because they're going so fast here.
Well, if there's anywhere
Maybe not on all
it'll
the
happen,
tires, but
might be in this group. Big Daddy, DS Gaming? DS Racing? Gaming? Gaming or Racing? One of those. Then it's Lugarini. Then Hunter B and Ben Pie. I think it's the closest group of cars we have left on track. What a beautiful view we have here of Darlington.
yeah.
It's looking like it's all coming together at the end of the season for Ryan Johnston.
Yeah, so if we get a caution inside 4 laps, we'll finish under caution. So.
Yeah, so that'll be it.
Yep.
And we're
closing in on that time.
yeah. So really nervous behind the wheel, but things are looking better and better for Ryan Johnston. Trying to get his first ever Sim Series victory, and do it when it counts the most, locking himself into the chase-offs, albeit while shoving his team leader out of the chase-offs.
Yeah, well, you know.
So his owner's not having a great night, but going well so far for the 92. Good pit strategy, good driving, great job getting through these lap cars.
Yeah, he's opened that gap back up again. Coming to 5 to go, it's up over 3 seconds. And he can pretty much put it on cruise control right now. He doesn't have to worry about anything. Because they really shouldn't get to him here. Got to get through at least 2 more lap cars.
Chase the Coyote, despite uneventful qualifying from that 7 team, he's been consistent all day. Up to 3rd place, he's running with the 0-8.
Yeah.
That will be enough to retake the points lead right here in the final race and grab the regular season championship and be at
Has
the
he
top of
won
the
a
board
race this
heading
year?
into the chase-offs. He has not won a single race.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
He has 7 top 10s and 13 starts and 3 top 5s.
Good grief.
Amazingly consistent, just hasn't won. But he doesn't need to win. All he's got to do is do
right.
better than everyone else, get to Homestead, and then once again do better than everyone else.
I was gonna say Ryan Newman, 2014. Anybody?
It's possible.
That's what I'm feeling right now. Other than the flip at Daytona, it's been okay for that 17.
I mean, he's gotten in that car and just proved. I don't think anyone's been as consistent as he has so far.
Yeah, seriously.
Just in terms of running second, third, fourth.
He's
always been in
finished
the
second
picture.
so many times. It's ridiculous. Like those 2 road courses back to back, he was so close, just couldn't get it done. 2 to go at the line here. Goodness me.
They're going to get through a little bit more lap traffic. Oh, boy.
Oh! That was so close.
Ryan Johnston just has smooth sailing.
Yeah. Nothing but gray pavement in front of him.
What a beautiful car to bring to victory lane, too.
Yeah. And Jimmy Johnson's last season.
There you go.
He's gonna get the white flag.
White
Jimmy
flag
Johnson.
in the air. 1 lap to go for Ryan Johnston.
Richard Herman's about to get as many wins as Jimmy Johnson got in that paint scheme. Which is 1. Yeah, imagine
That's not
that.
Richard
7-time
Herman, that's Ryan
champion and
Johnston.
1. Darn it, you're right.
Ryan Johnston down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4 to lock himself into the chase-off.
He's done it. He's going to lead the most laps.
He did it when it mattered most.
Points.
When it mattered most.
Ryan Johnston in. Richard Herman probably in. Savage Toy Show out. Mark Silas out.
What incarnation?
Will not be able to defend his title.
Wow.
Ouch.
AFK Master also out. Rusty Broussard out.
Yeah. Fireball out.
What a show. Boy, oh boy. What a
AFK
beautiful
Master.
car, too. My God. Wow.
Only 1 caution. I don't know how we pulled that off.
I don't know, especially with the amount of incidents and how crazy, how brutal that caution was.
Yeah.
That 92 is going to victory lane, and what a beautiful scheme. And, oh boy, Johnson's real happy about it. I mean, he's locked into the chase-offs, and we are going to have a fun, one heck of a time. Wow. Great race here at Darlington. Maybe not the chaos you would expect from the Sim series, but honestly, that was a great race. It really was.
The chaos will be back in 2 weeks when we're at Daytona.
Oh,
Believe
for sure.
Me. If it's anything like any other Daytona race, we're gonna need Dale Jr.'s great car graveyard very quickly.
So congratulations to
quick.
Spitfire. We will take a look here at the points standings and see how everything racks up after this event. Once we do the old export and get things all set up. Next week is the return of the Sim Series Amateur League, which was definitely not scheduled to happen today. But it will be back. And they're going to be at Lime Rock Park for some road course action. The Sim Series...
Ew.
What do you mean? That'll be awesome. The Sim Series will be back in 2 weeks for the Chaseoffs at Daytona. 16 drivers are going to battle it out for the Sim Series Season 2 Championship, and we will have a new champion. Which really blows my mind. My goodness, that Carnation team is just... They just haven't been there all season.
Yeah.
Like, not only not enough to win, but couldn't even make it based off of points.
Yeah.
So we'll take a look at the final standings here for the regular season. Chase the Coyote will be your Sim Series Season 2 regular season champion by a pretty good margin over Xander M. Then it's KHP01. DSGaming falls down to 4th. And then Priya McShane, Pure, Hello I'm You, Hunter B, McSpookboy, Richard Herman, who does make the chase-offs, Brad Flynn, who doesn't because he missed this race.
If he would have made this race, he probably would have been in.
He was already locked in. He won a race.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That was
I forgot about
expensive.
that.
So
I
then
forgot
it's
he won.
Midlife, Carter Friesen, Savage Toy Show.
So close.
So close. But he will not make it because of Johnston's win. So AFK Master is out. Ben Pye's in based off of his win. Carnation is out. Rusty's out. Mark Silas is out. And Fireball is out.
Broussard, Silas, Fireball, all tied. And Ben Pye and Carnation were also tied right there. Good.
Wow.
Even if Herman didn't win and Savage crashed, the AFK Master would have gotten in by 2 points over Carnation.
Wow.
Jeez.
So also in the chase-offs, based off of wins alone, Ryan Johnston now. Jake 24 didn't win a race. Wow. Despite winning the Daytona Duel and the shootout, I believe.
Yeah. And
Anderson.
Cody is out, right?
Yeah, Cody's out, Anderson's out, Asteroid Strike. After a great run last season in the chase-offs, he's out.
I only wasn't sure because Cody won the All-Star race, and I wasn't sure if he won anything else. So.
Mechanized Chaos, as a rookie, pretty good. 26th. I think that's the highest rookie on the board.
Yeah, not bad after wrecking his teammate at Toronto.
And then DNP and Luke Rainey are both in based off of wins. David Alvarez climbed up the standings a decent amount. He's up to 37th in the 46F.
Didn't realize we were dirt racing, but all right.
And we'll look down at the rest of the standings. Did I skip a page? I did not skip a page.
No, you did not skip a page.
Yeah, and there's the rest of your standings down to 60th. Oh boy, is it Chase's birthday? Well, if it is, happy birthday. And congratulations
on the win.
on the regular season championship.
Yeah.
All the chase-off ready points, stats, all the good stuff, that's all in the Discord. There's a thing down below. Thank you so much for watching. For Jacob Hits, I'm DriveThru. This has been really fun. We're glad to be back for the Sim series. And we will be back next week for some Amateur League action.
Well, you'll be back.
I'll be
I
back.
won't be here.
Jacob won't. We might have someone fun in the booth. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thanks for being here. And I will see you all. Hold on. We need schedule stuff. No stream tomorrow. Thursday night is going to be Core Race Clown Reel on YouTube. Friday night is going to be something fun. All right. Ooh. Bye, friends. Thanks for being here. Rest well. Wait, I need fun music. Hold on. Let me find some fun music. All right.
After that race,
All right.